Imagine soaring over Africa in a private jet. Take a look out the window and gaze out over the sprawling megacity below you. That's Egypt's $58 billion new administrative capital. There are 6.5 million people living and working down there, and they're spending millions on luxury goods and designer clothes. Egypt's new administrative capital is clean, high-tech, and entirely green. The skyscrapers are massive, and there is lush greenery everywhere. It's basically the opposite of Cairo. Get ready for a virtual tour of Egypt's new administrative capital. By 2030, you'll be able to see it in person. But for now, let's take a sneak peek inside. Before the plane lands, take a look at the new administrative capital's Green River Park. You'll notice that it runs right through the center of the city and looks like the Nile River. Even from the air, the park seems massive. It's 35 kilometers long and spans 6,200 acres. That makes it 6 times the size of Central Park. Not surprising, considering it cost $600 million to build. We'll take a closer look at the park soon, but now it's time for the plane to land. As you disembark, take a look around the $300 million Capital International Airport. It's opulent and huge. The main building is 5,000 square meters and can handle 1 million passengers a year. Let's hop on the monorail and take a ride through Green River Park. As many as 370,000 people pass through the lavish park every day. And there's plenty to see and do here. If you look over there, you'll see the futuristic $20 million exhibition center called Expo City. As we travel further into Green River Park, you'll see a $25 million giant circular archway that looks like a more opulent version of St. Louis's Gateway Arch. As we reach the end of Green River Park, we'll pass through a huge amusement park that's 4 times larger than Disneyland. By now, you're probably wondering where all the city's power comes from. Well, there's a huge solar farm on the outskirts of this metropolis. Let's take the monorail back through Green River Park to the government district. The first building you'll see in this part of the city is the Octagon. It's Egypt's equivalent of the Pentagon, and it costs $123 million to build. Egypt spared no expense moving all the administrative buildings from Cairo to the new administrative capital. Over there, you'll see the Ministries building. And just over there is the House of Representatives building. Over there sits the Administrative Control Authority building. Think of the government district as the brain of new administrative capital. The government buildings in Washington, D.C. are nowhere near as lavish. Let's hop back on the monorail and over to the Arts and Culture District. At a cost of $20 billion, this is one of the most expensive districts in the city. However, your cash is no good here. The entire city uses digital currency, and you'll need plenty of it to shop at the super mall. They've filled with goods and luxury designers like Gucci and Louis Vuitton. A penthouse suite at one of the district's many 5-star hotels will set you back $50,000 a night. And if you haven't made a reservation at the VIP golf course, then you're out of luck. If you want to learn a bit about Egypt's ancient history, we can stop at the 8,500 square foot new administrative capital museum and look at the priceless artifacts like King Toto's tomb and Ramses' obelisk. It's time to get back in the monorail and head over to Sports City. This district is filled with various sports facilities, including a 7,000-person capacity complex where you can play squash, handball, and racquetball. The Aquatic Center has an Olympic-sized pool, and in case you get injured, this district is filled with numerous sports medical centers. Over there, you'll see the state-of-the-art Equestrian Center. And by now, you've probably noticed the massive $1 billion Olympic-sized stadium that can seat up to 90,000 spectators. The final stop on the tour is the business district, so let's hop in the monorail and continue on. Take a look at the awe-inspiring skyscrapers. There are more than 20 in this downtown district, including the 358.8-meter tall iconic tower, which was built for $3 billion. Even more impressive is the 1,000-meter tall Obelisco Capital. The obelisk-shaped skyscraper cost $3.2 billion to build. You can't miss it, as it's taller than the Burj Khalifa in Dubai. The business district also serves as the main hub for the $44.2 billion Egyptian stock exchange. So, are you ready to move to the new administrative capital?